A big
old spider.
Okay. Good morning. Guten Morgen.
No, we're not doing our intro.
Guten Tag.
Here.
Intro in the elevator.
Crazy intro.
Welcome,
Schwockets.
I'm Dita.
What's going on?
A big
old spider.
Greetings.
Guten Morgen.
Guten Morgen. Today we are heading to Zweibrücken. We're driving to Zweibrücken.
It is a small town in the Rhineland-Pfalz on the Schwarzbach River. That's all I know.
It sounds like we're out of Africa or something.
I had a farm in Zweibrücken at the foot of the Schwarzbach River.
You grew up there.
Yes, so I
there.
went to high school there. We lived in Zweibrücken from 1980 to 1984. 10 years.
Okay. And you haven't seen it
Since 84. Since I graduated from high school.
So this is a trip down memory lane is what
Maybe.
we're doing.
Yes.
Maybe.
Yes.
An SOS?
No.
Okay.
Can you hear me, darling? Can't you hear me? SOS.
So, yes, ABBA was big.
Huge. They had just won the Eurovision Song Contest for Believe Waterloo.
Which we would play in the background right now.
If we could afford the rights.
If we could afford the rights and wouldn't get a strike. So, the soundtrack of your youth. It's about an hour and 20 minutes.
30 minutes.
And we're going to...
We're going to go right to the old air base, which is closed now. They turned part of it into a outlet mall. So
Your stepdad was in the Air Force, and that's why you were there.
stepdad was in the Air Force.
Right.
They closed the base along with many others. Anyway, we'll see what's left.
So like a lot of trips down memory lane, it may not be
Bittersweet, I guess.
exactly the way it
The
was.
memories are there, but the
Yeah.
structures may or may not be there. We'll see.
This will be fun for you.
Yes.
I'm curious. I want to see what made you who you are.
Oh dear.
No.
Maybe we should go somewhere else.
You getting excited?
Yes, very excited, can't you tell? We are at the old Zweibrücken Air Base, which
This is not the air base.
this is the fashion outlet mall that it is turned into. This probably was a field before when it was an air base.
But now it's an outlet mall, which is very similar to the outlet mall
We
that's
could be-
probably 3 miles from our house.
Yeah.
It is rat poison, and so it is, was ich? Ratten, Maus, Mäuse, Gift. Gift is the German word for poison. So, if you give a German friend something and you call it a gift, make sure they know it's not poison. Made a discovery.
Yeah, this whole area, where the shopping mall is, this is where the dog training fields and picnic areas used to be. This really was a field.
Dog training.
Oh my god, I think I worked summer hire here. This was vehicle maintenance. And my office was on the other side of this.
You had an office in here?
Well, yes, this is the old vehicle maintenance. There's the flight line and the hangars. So cool. I worked summer hire in this building one summer with Jutta Wagner. And this was the vehicle maintenance building. And our window is right there.
Where's there?
It's the last one right there. Actually,
where's
no,
there?
these two windows right here.
Oh, okay. right there.
The second to the last one.
These two on the end.
Yeah. Second to the last one was my desk.
Really?
Yeah, I opened the window because it was nice. I did office work with you.
Was this where they put tires and stuff? Was this?
They did all kinds of vehicle. Yeah, all the trucks. Cars.
Really?
Just got serviced in here. Wow.
You had
See,
a
I
job
had no
here.
idea where it was, but
There it
it's
is.
still there. So this was our high school. This really was our high school.
Oh,
Up
gosh.
there, see the very second floor, top floor to the left?
Yeah.
That was Miss Skolton's history classes in Model UN. So I had second period up there, and I would look out this window and look at the planes. And then I had history up there too. Let's see if we can get in the front. Oh my gosh, this is our high school. This is our high school. That building wasn't here. Our cafeteria was over there.
Over where?
It was the last building. These two middle buildings weren't here.
Oh.
This glass stuff wasn't here, but that is our high school.
Multimedia Internet Park, Haupteingang.
That main building was our building, and then our cafeteria. And we didn't have a gym here, but that was our cafeteria. This base was not always an American base. This used to be a Canadian base.
Oh.
And so we inherited it from the Canadians.
The
And-
Americans in here.
Yeah. So the stuff the Canadians put in. So this used to be called the Bavarian Inn. Restaurant Terra was the Bavarian Inn, and this is where we hung out.
At the ice rink.
After school, after our sports practices, we would come here and hang out and get pommes frites with mayo or whatever. And then this ice rink on the left has always been here, and it's always been an ice skating rink.
It's still an ice skating rink.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Goodbye, Zweibrücken Air Base.
Goodbye, Zwei.
This was base housing for Zweibrücken Air Base, and I am pretty sure that Chris Jordan,
That who?
Chris lived. He was in this building. 29. Chris, correct me if I'm wrong. I think that was his, or 27. I think he was in this apartment, this first apartment.
Oh. It's Chris's house.
Chris's house, and all of this was base housing. Oh, they tour a bunch of it on the left. All these were buildings just like this. That was the AYA. AYAA, something youth activities. American youth activities or something. Air Force youth activities? I don't know. I think Toby lived in this building. 10-8. Down here at the bottom of base housing was the elementary school. This is where Chris went to elementary school. Not Heidi, but I don't think Heidi.
Sure, it's still in schools.
Yeah, this is I didn't go to elementary school here. I was in K-Town, so there was a haircut place here up on the right in this little weird little strip area where everybody who lived in base housing put their haircut.
Was it free?
No, it was German. And everyone wanted their hair feathered at the time, so they did the best they could.
Corfu restaurant.
Corfu, I think, was the Green Shack. I believe this used to be the Green Shack. That's why people correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this used to be the Green Shack. This is where you could come and drink underage, which many people did. I'm not saying I did, but many people from my high school. Good deal.
Was it German owned?
I don't actually think I ever went in here, so I don't know. Jenny could tell you.
Oh, Bus, meet Jenny. Jenny.
Jenny, what are your memories? Jenny, comment down below your memories of the Green Shack. Chris, comment down
Green
below
Shack.
your memories of the Green Shack. So this is the way I used to walk to get to base housing. This is a prison.
Oh. It's like a real prison.
Yes, and
Oh my gosh, look at those walls.
the Rosengarten's on our right, and then we have the racetrack, and then we have where I used to live, which is French housing. It's on the other side of this, and then behind us is the Festhalle.
So the Rosengarten.
Rosengarten, yeah.
It's known, this area is known, I mean, people come here from far and wide to see the roses.
Yes.
Of Zweibrücken.
Yes. We say they're Europa's Rosengarten.
Oh.
But this is my area.
So we're gonna go and have a beer for a minute and maybe a snack and see if the rain doesn't let up a little bit.
I wish this were here when I lived down the street.
I think this is pretty cool. It's a cool place. These they're called thin optics, and they come in a little carrying case like this, and it's real thin, and it has a sticky, so you could stick it to the back of your phone like that. And then when you come to a restaurant, if you're nearsighted, like I am, or farsighted, you just take them out and put them on your nose like that. See? It's warm. I think you could sit on that. It radiates heat. I think if you came in and it was cold, you could sit on these little sheepskins, fake sheepskins, and be nice and warm. Vanilla bourbon sauce, whipped cream. I could feel the heat.
Show me the apple.
And look at the apples.
Valentins. Right here, this is the beginning of French housing, where I lived, and many other people. This, where it says International Bund, was the elementary school for French housing.
Oh. Why do you call it French housing?
Because the French had it before the Americans, and they just kept the moniker.
Okay.
See the roulades on the window?
Sure do. The roulades are the metal things that come down on the windows.
Oh, blood.
And they close up nice and dark. and they protect.
So this is where the activity bus would let us off after tennis practice or football practice or track and field practice.
Stubergstraße.
Stubergstraße. This building, Patrick Oliveira's, I think he lived in the second floor right there. That was their apartment, the Oliveira's. This blue building on the first floor, on this end, is Susan O'Connor. The floor above her was the Howards, David Howard and his brother.
Is this where you live?
This building right here. On the
This
left,
one?
the white one.
This was
And
your
that was my
building?
window, the second one. I was on the second floor. See where that little...
That was your window?
That was my bedroom window. I had that side. My parents had this side. It was a 2-bedroom. Well, actually, it was a 3-bedroom, but my parents used the 3rd bedroom as a dining room. That's it.
There's people there now.
And then
There's a kid that lives there. There's a ball.
in this stairwell, the Whaleys lived there until they moved from the second floor. I think they were on the second floor. Jim Floyd lived there. Al Molitor also lived in that stairwell.
Did you go in this door? Is this your door?
No, we always came in the other side.
Okay.
So in the morning, to catch the bus, we walk to our bus stop, which was right on the corner. This is where we used to park. So we always went in the back. That's our bus stop.
It's still a bakery.
It's still Melbourne. We caught it in front of the bakery, which was cool because I could always pop in there and get a Berliner.
You got a Berliner, but you weren't supposed to get a Berliner, were you?
No. So a Berliner is a jelly donut. Sugar. It's not powdered sugar on the outside, it's granulated sugar on the outside. fruit filling. It's a German fruit. They make a delicious filling. And it's so good, especially when they're warm. And they were always warm there in the morning.
And
brochen is just a hard roll, just bread. My mom would always give me money for a brochen, but I told her the cost of a Berliner,
which is
50 Pfennig.
twice as much.
It was only 50 Pfennig instead of 20 Pfennig. So
yeah,
I would always get enough money for a Berliner, and that made me very happy.
And for those history fans out there, so when John Kennedy in Berlin said, "Ich bin ein Berliner," what he was actually saying was, "I am a jelly donut."
There are worse things you could be. I used to walk to base housing, the air base housing. We were in like a central location where I lived in French housing, so I could also walk to Kreuzberg Kaserne, and that is up this hill on our right.
What's Kreuzberg?
There's the army post. So on one hill is Kreuzberg, and on the other hill is Zweibrücken Air Base. So we had army on a hilltop up here on the right, and Zweibrücken the Air Force was on a hilltop on the other side of town.
Okay.
This is a real windy road, and it goes up to Kreuzberg.
Strawberry stand in the rain. They have delicious strawberries here.
Most of the towns in Germany had their own brewery, and they would produce their own local brew. Zweibrücken and Pirmessen's local brew was called Parkbräu, which is that building with a P on it. That's the old Parkbräu brewery, and it is said to be demolished, so we're lucky we saw it.
So Germany is with beer the way France is with wine. They have very strict rules about its brewing and its provenance and everything about how it's made and the price, how it's sold, where it's sold, the amount you can make. They have all those rules about how to do it.
We are at the Alexanderskirche. This is the church I believe we had a graduation ceremony at.
Oh, how cool. Maybe your name is in there somewhere.
Oh no, it's a real church. So we've stopped again. We came to the end of the Fußgängerzone in Zweibrücken, and we're stopping for a cup of coffee. And Darren's strudel looks so good. I got some Kirschstrudel, cherry strudel.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
It's interesting, we were just talking about this. The strudels and some of the torte desserts like this in Europe are not as sweet as you would expect. They sort of let the fruit do the talking. They don't add a lot of sugar to it. It's okay.
Time to go again.
Oh.
It's nice seeing it. Brought back a lot of memories. Yeah, thanks for coming along. I'm tearing up. Last time I left, 1984, I never thought I would be back here, and I never thought I would miss it. Because I was 18, going to college,
right.
Starting new chapter in my life, so it was nice being here. Very nice. A lot has changed, a lot is the same. Yeah, time to go home. But I wanted you to see it. That's why we're here. It's a very strange feeling. Comfortable. Look how pretty it is. The Autobahn is great because there's no speed limit. You just drive as fast as you can safely. Now that's the key word, weather permitting. And yeah, you'll get out of people's way. You have to be aware of that left lane. The left lane is for passing only. So if you are in that lane, you need to get out of that lane as quickly as possible.
It's true, there is no speed limit. You can get a ticket on the Autobahn. Don't kid yourself. If you're driving unsafely for the conditions or aggressively, you know, the usual things, you can get a ticket.
We're back in Trier.
We're back in Trier and
Had our relaxation.
went to the pool, went to the sauna, went to the hot tub, had a steam bath. It's very nice. It's 9:30. See the sun? At 9:30, the sun is still up. This is the bittersweet time when our trip is beginning to come to an end. Tomorrow is a travel day. We are packing to go to Paris. First, we go to Reims to drop off the car, and then we will board a high-speed train to Charles de Gaulle, where we will board an airplane, which will take us to London Heathrow, where we will actually stay overnight. Heathrow to Dallas.
I had a fantastic day. I knew it was going to be raining today, so I was like, last night I was debating whether we should even go to Zweibrücken. So I was kind of going back and forth. At breakfast this morning, I was even thinking, what would, and I even asked Darren, what would you do if you stayed here and didn't go to Zwei? What would you do in Trier?
I wouldn't have let you.
And he said,
I wouldn't have let you do it.
he said, well, I don't know. I probably wouldn't leave the hotel, so nothing. And I was like, okay, then we're going.
I mean, you wouldn't have. No, I would have dragged you. I don't care if it was tornadoes in
So,
Zwei.
yeah. So, just a fantastic day. It's raining.
Are you
It's not raining now, by the way.
Yeah, I
Finally
was showing how pretty it is outside right
Finally
now.
stopped.
Our
But
battery's about to go, so we're gonna have to cut this off.
we'll see you tomorrow
We'll
on our way to Rams.
See you tomorrow on the way. Bye, everybody.